It's a city of over 4 million people that is starting to feel the strain. The Jordanian capital Amman is getting bigger year by year, growing at a rate of 2.4% annually. The government expects the combined population of Amman and Zarqa, 10 kilometers to the east of the capital, to reach 10 million people within the next 30 years. But much of the current growth these days is not necessarily of their making. It's now estimated that some 1.4 million Syrian refugees live in Jordan. It's putting a strain on housing, on schooling, on social services, and it's being felt acutely here in the capital. The vast majority of the Syrian refugees here live in communities across the kingdom, mostly concentrated in urban areas. And that does bring its own complications.
A lot of Jordanians who live on a limited income, they are unable to afford an apartment or a little house, and therefore life expenses are going up and they cannot afford it. So this increases the pressure in other ways, political pressure, economic pressure, social pressure.
Given the strains on the infrastructure, the Jordanian government recently announced plans for a new city to be built in the desert over the next few decades. No one is sure at the moment whether this will become reality or just a mirage. But as Amman expands rapidly, there are industries that welcome labour. Over 200,000 Syrians work informally, with many in construction and agriculture. But nearly 60,000 now have work permits, helping to develop the country's infrastructure.
We are still below bar, in my opinion. We are still below bar. When it comes to the transportation, when it comes to sewer plans for such projects like us, I think we are still below average, and we are waiting for more development, and they are working on it.
They may be dealing with over 1 million refugees from Syria, and it's clear that some may be long-term residents. For a country that's taken in hundreds of thousands of Palestinians and Iraqis in recent decades, this is nothing new. But sooner rather than later, dramatic steps will need to be taken for Amman to remain a viable place to live and work. Francis Collings, TRT World, Amman, Jordan.